What if everything you thought you knew about the future of the Avengers, Secret Wars, and the entire Marvel Studios multiverse was about to be turned upside down? What if behind-the-scenes leaks are pointing to a story so massive, so devastating, that the Avengers themselves could face a doomsday not just for Earth but for all realities? And what if the villain behind it all isn't just the usual big bad, but one of the most mysterious, most powerful characters in Marvel lore? Ready to rewrite the rules of the universe?
In this video, we'll dive deep
into the Secret Wars leak and uncover how everything you thought you knew is about to change. Buckle up, because the stakes are higher than ever. The heroes are built for war, and the battlefield is everywhere. It begins with a whisper. Rumors spreading in Marvel corners and online leak sites that the next cycle of Avengers films will not just unite heroes but reset reality. According to the leaks, the story starts in Avengers Doomsday, where the multiverse finally collapses. The incursions we've been teased about for years reach a crescendo. The core Avengers, the champions of Earth, stand on a battlefield that spans infinite dimensions, and the threat is more than alien invasion. It is the end of possibility itself. In the shadows of this collapse strides Dr. Doom, once a ruler of Latveria, a genius of science and sorcery. Doom now stands at the apex of reality war. Leaks suggest he will seize godlike power, forge a realm known as Battleworld, and command all existence. Imagine it, worlds shattering like glass, realities folding in on themselves, and Doom emerging from the wreckage not as a survivor, but as the architect of the new order. The hero teams, Avengers, X-Men, Fantastic Four, are drawn into a fight they didn't sign up for. Survival? Yes, but for existence itself. It's not just a confrontation of muscle and might. It's a confrontation of identity, of purpose, of what the heroes stand for. What happens when the reality you fight to protect ceases to exist? What happens when the mission isn't to save a planet, but to save all planets? The leaks hint at the heroes fragmented. Some forget everything. Some cling to memory. Some become complicit. A small band of survivors, Reed Richards, Black Panther, a few others carry the last embers of resistance. The rest lost in Doom's new order. We follow one scene, the Avengers, standing at the dawn of the final incursion, the universe trembling under their feet. They realize too late that the world isn't ending because of alien war alone. It's ending because the rulebook is being rewritten. A countdown device assembled by Richards, Shuri, Beast flickers. Reality warps around them. Time-space memories begin to collapse. We see Cap, Thor, Iron Man's legacy, Black Widow's memory, Hulk's rage, and the X-Men's complex legacy merge into one crucible. They must fight for meaning in chaos. Enter Doom, not just with legions of robots or mystical hordes, but with reality engineering, with runes controlling machines and sentinels, with magic-bending physics. He becomes the embodiment of the existential threat. The heroes face a foe who isn't just stronger, but fundamentally rewriting the terrain. The difference between defeating a bad guy and surviving the end of everything becomes painfully clear. And then the twist, as the incursion peaks. Some heroes falter, some betray, some stand firm, but all are altered. The great finale of Doomsday sees Doom ascend, the multiverse shattered, the battleworld rising like a dark phoenix from the ashes. The world the Avengers knew is gone. In its place, an empire ruled by Doom, a realm where heroes have lost their way, their purpose, their memories, and the stage is set for a reckoning of mythic scale. But this is just Act 1, because now the story spins into something darker, something grander. The heroes are in exile. Reality is ruined. The mission now isn't just to fight, they must reclaim everything. We witness the surviving heroes scattered. Richards hides, his intellect battered. Black Panther leads a ragtag band in a hidden refuge. Others wander through alternate zones of Battleworld. Worlds stitched together, futuristic cities, medieval kingdoms, alien landscapes. Doom's dominion is sprawling. The leaks suggest we will see the true horror of what happens when one man controls the cosmos, when heroes become pawns in his grand scheme. What's worse, some heroes awaken inside the Battleworld thinking they are still normal, only to discover all has changed. This is emotional. This is personal. And the chunks of the story we know hint at betrayal, sacrifice, identity crises. We follow a specific sequence. A hero wakes in a world that should be familiar, only to find a castle instead of a skyscraper, knights instead of civilians, laws rewritten, memories suppressed. They fight to remember who they are, The audience watches along, gripping their heart. And the question looms, if the universe is rebuilt, what becomes of the hero? As Act 1 ends, the heroes gather in a hidden chamber. Battered, hurting, angry, but alive. They look at a holographic display of the multiversal map, fractures everywhere, and only one truth stands. They must fight to bring reality back. The scene freezes on their grim faces, determination and dread in equal measure. Because while Doom reigns, the war has only just begun. The multiverse has fallen. Doom reigns supreme. His will is law. And his empire stretches across fragments of what was once infinite creation. But in the corners of this broken cosmos, whispers of rebellion begin to stir. A few heroes have awakened, not from sleep, but from forgetfulness. Memory itself is now a weapon, and those who remember the old world become dangerous to Doom's perfect order. It starts with Reed Richards, the man who failed to stop the incursions. He walks among ruins of a once bright city that now looks like a gothic nightmare, haunted by Doom's ever-watchful eyes. Every street sings praises to their god-emperor. Every face is calm, obedient, until Richards finds an anomaly, a child drawing a symbol on a wall. A simple A, the Avengers insignia, a spark in the dark. Reed hides the child's family in an underground vault. There he finds others, fragments of the Avengers, each broken in their own way. Sam Wilson, no longer the Captain America of hope, but a wanderer with wings made of scavenged tech. Carol Danvers, stripped of cosmic power, forced to rely on raw courage. Peter Parker, living under a false identity, haunted by dreams he doesn't understand. Each of them remembers pieces, flashes of the world before. Battleworld, and each feels that same burning instinct, something is wrong. Meanwhile, Doom's council, his barons, watch for dissent. Among them, an unlikely ally hides in plain sight. Stephen Strange. Once the Sorcerer Supreme, now rebranded as Doom's High Priest. But beneath the mask of loyalty, Strange has been secretly guarding a remnant of the old multiverse. A crystalline archive holding the essence of all destroyed timelines. Within it, the truth sleeps, and Strange knows that if it ever awakens, Doom's empire will fall. The leaks suggest that this act is where Marvel will go full-scale epic, a grand betrayal, a war of memory and meaning. Strange risks everything to find Reed. He guides him through the catacombs beneath, Castle Doom revealing the unspeakable truth. Doom didn't save reality. He stole it. He killed the Beyonders who once toyed with universes and absorbed their power, rewriting existence with himself as the centerpiece. Battleworld isn't salvation, it's imprisonment. Reed's rage ignites. He sees his family, Sue, Johnny, Ben recast as pawns in Doom's utopia, their memories rewritten so they think Doom is their savior. The heartbreak becomes fuel. Reed vows to tear down this false god, even if it costs him everything. Strange warns him. Doom's power is absolute and even gods have fallen before him. But Reed simply replies, "Then we'll do what gods can't. We'll remember." The rebellion begins quietly. A secret meeting under the twin suns of the Doomlands, heroes gathering in silence. Spider-Man, the mutant survivors led by Wolverine, the remnants of Wakanda under Shuri's command, and even a version of Tony Stark downloaded into a broken AI shell. Each one carries guilt, scars, and fragments of identity, but in that moment, they share one truth: if the world is a lie, then rebellion is the only reality worth fighting for. The leaks mention a chilling visual. Doom, standing on his obsidian balcony, looking down at his patchwork kingdom. He feels something shifting in the fabric of his creation, the faint pulse of defiance. He knows Reed is alive, and for the first time the god feels fear. But Doom's fear doesn't paralyze him. It fuels his wrath. He unleashes his elite enforcers, the God Sentinels, to erase the pockets of resistance before they can grow. We watch the world descend into chaos. Cities burn, skies bleed red, heroes fall, but the spark refuses to die. Even when captured, the rebels send out coded transmissions across dimensions. A single word echoing, Avengers. And then comes the turning point, Strange's sacrifice. When Doom confronts him demanding the names of the rebels, Strange refuses. In a rare moment of emotion, he reminds Doom of what they once were. Allies, dreamers, men who believed in saving reality, not owning it. Doom offers mercy. Strange laughs, and a broken, defiant laugh, and then whispers, "Mercy died with the multiverse." With a wave of his hand, Doom obliterates him, shattering Strange's body into dust. But that dust, scattered across Battleworld, carries something more, the keys to memory itself. Every hero who touches the drifting ashes begins to remember who they were. Memories flood back, and of New York, of Asgard, of the quantum realm, of the snap and its reversal, of every triumph and failure that shaped them. They remember why they fight. The war for reality becomes personal again. Reed deciphers Strange's final message. Hidden within the multiversal archive, the Beyonder's power still echoes in a hidden chamber beneath Doom's throne. If they can reach it, they might reset the multiverse. Not destroy it, but restore it. It's a suicide mission, but to heroes, impossible odds are just another Tuesday. As the rebellion gathers its last strength, we see moments of human vulnerability. Tony's AI flickering, whispering that he wishes he could feel again. Peter removing his mask, promising to protect every soul he can. Carol staring into the stars, wondering if she'll ever see the real sky again. These aren't gods. They're people holding on to hope. The leaks hint that this is where the emotional weight of Secret Wars truly lands, not just in spectacle but in meaning. Every hero stands at the crossroads of identity and annihilation. Do they fight to reclaim what was, or do they accept Doom's order and live as ghosts? The final moments of Act 2 bring us to the edge of the storm. The rebels march toward Castle Doom, an army of broken legends. Reed leads them, cloak torn, eyes burning with determination. Behind him, a fractured Avengers symbol painted on their armor, a reminder of what they once were. As they approach the gates, Doom watches from above, his mask reflecting the flames. He whispers to himself, "They never learn." But this time, even he senses something different. The air trembles with defiance. Reality itself begins to crack under the weight of memory returning. The war for the multiverse is about to begin, and as the rebel army stands before the obsidian gates of Castle Doom, the sky splitting with cosmic fire, the truth settles like thunder in their hearts. This isn't just another fight between heroes and a villain. It's the last stand for everything. For memory, for freedom, for the meaning of being an Avenger. Reed clenches his fist, feeling the pulse of the old world still beating beneath the wreckage. And with one final breath, he whispers the words that once united gods and mortals alike. Avengers, assemble. The air shatters. The battle ignites, and the fate of all realities hurtles toward its reckoning.